preemptively keeping people healthy, medical innovations reduce healthcare spending. For example, when the FDA approved two new cures for hepatitis C in 2014, patients were able to avoid expensive and invasive surgery and began to take less expensive drugs. Consequently, Lichtenberg of Columbia University concludes that every $1 spent by the pharmaceutical industry leads to a $3.65 decrease in hospitalization costs. When money is spent on the pharmaceutical development, total healthcare costs decrease. Second is less development of new drugs. Kessler of Stanford University writes in 2014 that if the United States had price controls, there would have been 365 fewer new medicines over the past 30 years. Importantly, Doug Bandow of the Cato Institute finds that each new drug developed saves at least 11,200 years of life. In total, Burden of the University of Connecticut finds that due to less medicine, price controls of 10% would cost Americans 40.1 million years of life, and if they were up to 30%, 103.5 million years of life would be lost. To avoid raising consumers' healthcare costs and keep making new life-saving drugs, engage.
So companies are profit driven, right?
Yeah.
So in a world of price controls, how do big companies outcompete each other?
Innovation.
By innovation, right? So these companies want to innovate so they can outcompete each other.
So basically, they decide to specialize so they don't have to compete in the existing market.
Wait, what do you mean by specialize?
And they create new drugs. So
Great.
the difference would be you would either have 100 competitors in a single market or data would be in their own
So
market.
they're going to specialize. What do they need to do to create new drugs? They need to spend more on R&D, right? Research and development.
Decreases in the after.
So in the Apple with price controls, if they want to outcompete each other, they need new drugs. So why would they decrease research and development?
We're seeing that research and development funding decreases in the after because the companies can make less money.
No. But the first question I answered was, in a world with price controls, how will these countries outcompete each other? You said through innovation, because now they can't increase the pricing. So the only way they can outcompete each other in a world with price controls is to make new drugs. And that requires.
I think I missed that actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that requires research and development.
No, I would just say that on the innovation will decrease, the way that companies I just say that innovation decreases. I don't think that they can really compete.
So they're just not gonna outcompete each other.
I guess they might try to continue marketing the drugs that they have right now, but I'd say innovation find that decreases.
Okay, that's fine.
So how many people die from the black market in the United States?
In the U.S.,
Yeah.
well, we would say 1.5.
We looked at your car, not global something, it's added a bunch of numbers.
Oh, that's
how many
fine.
people in the United States?
I don't know. I don't have the actual number.
Yeah.
Okay. So back in your R&D contention, right? So we're going to be cutting these. So why will these companies cut the research and development budget first? Why don't they cut that sooner?
They're not cutting it, they just don't have it.
Wait, so they have zero money to spend?
It's not that the companies are making a conscious decision to put less money into R&D. They make less profit, so they can put less money into R&D.
I know. So why will they put less money into R&D when they can put less money elsewhere? For example,
Wait, so
on merger and acquisition budgets.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, so you're basically saying they're gonna shift their funds away from other places?
Yeah, you tell me specifically they're cutting research and development. Why don't they just cut something
I would say the incentive to merge and continue marketing efforts and stuff like that, incentive doesn't change because they still want to reach the market. Especially when you have a new innovative drug, I would say that marketing is pretty important when you want to get customers.
So marketing's spending more on marketing is more important than developing new drugs.
I'm not saying that's more important, but I just say that the marketing incentive doesn't change in the amount of funds
No,
that they
what
use.
is the company's mindset, right? Why are these companies taking money out of research and development? When you tell me innovation is how they outcompete.
If you make a product, you have to sell it, right? You have to market it to the people.
Yeah, to make the product in the first place is through research and development. So
Which is why we shouldn't have
know
price control because you use the money.
No, that's why I'm talking. Let's look at the logical work, right?
Time again. So we all agree that essentially innovation is good. Let's go into their warnings. So an overarching response to both of their warnings, what MIT finds, or Panama MIT finds in 2012, that at the end of the day, innovation in the status quo is going down. This is really crucial because right now the incentive for companies is to essentially make more profit. That incentive exists in either world. But what's unique about the status quo is they're using their excess funds and storing them offshore. They have so much money that they don't know what to do with it. That's why in the last decade, we've seen not only the number of outputs of like pharmaceuticals gone down 11%, but what's really important is the overall amount of money going into research and development has gone down twofold. This is really important because companies are just like rebranding certain like existing drugs and selling them to make more profit. They're not innovating the status quo. That's crucial because it has two implications. First, the uniqueness overwhelms the link. Insofar as we show you that essentially more innovation or the incentive for innovation exists in our world, you vote for us. But that's why Broman finds that in the New York Times in 2018 that when you vote for our world, you force companies to bring that money back and essentially start to innovate because they want to specialize. There's a lot of competition that exists under price controls. But like my opponents conceded in first cross, when you bring these companies to price controls, they're forced to specialize and essentially develop their own niche in order to not only stay out from the market, but essentially in order to like increase the amount of profit and sales. When they specialize, not only do you increase the amount of innovation, but you force companies to essentially like spark more research and development, essentially because like that's the best way they could like emerge from the market in terms of like all price controls. More innovation exists on our side. But now let's go into their first one about decreased funds. A couple responses. First, you can turn the argument because what ICO Vox News finds in 2018 is that at the end of the day, when companies are faced with a flat price, when their profits are limited, they will always cut something that isn't crucial to how much profit they're going to gain. But on the other hand, this is important because the innovation in